Hello, everyone. My name is Enes, and today we're gonna take you out on the streets of East Lansing, Michigan, in the United States of America to ask some wild questions. Question number one: will Trump become a Muslim? Question number two: is Obama really a Muslim? And we are gonna have a few other surprise questions, so stay tuned and follow us on this.
So I have a couple questions for you. It's new, 2017 question, like so new, yeah. So my first question is, do you think that Trump going to be the Muslim, be the Muslim, convert to Islam?
You think he is going to?
No, I'm asking you. Do you think so?
Do I think that Trump will convert to Islam?
Yeah.
No.
Your point?
My point is, I think he's blinded by his hatred towards people, period. He's been hating people since he's been owning buildings. He's hated people, black people. Since he's been owning buildings, they had different rules for how they had colored tenants than white tenants. They had different formats for how they would move in. They were stricter towards the people of color.
So, do you think that's his personality or people around him make him to think like that?
I mean, honestly, nobody is born to hate another race. It's definitely the people around you that shape and mold how you think about people.
So, people really around you have effect on the way that you're thinking. That's how you.
Yeah, a huge effect, because when you're growing up, you're not taught to just hate everyone. You it's something that you learn over time, and I'm pretty sure his parents were taught the same thing. It's just the community helps raise him to be the way he is.
Okay, that's a good point. But that's a good point. Let me to jump to the second question and ask you about the second question. Do you know anything about Islam?
No, not really. I have a few friends that are Islamic, and they teach me a little bit, but not enough to know more about it to really. I mean, ever since this whole thing happened, my friends have been more and more trying to teach me or find translated versions of the Quran, so that way I can know more about it.
That's a good point. You're in the good step.
It's the only way to actually learn about how people are is by reading what they read, learning what they learn.
The true actions.
Exactly. You can't judge it based off of the extremist of one side, one part of the religion, because if you did, you would judge Americans off the KKK, which is pretty terrible.
That's right. That's right. I with you, 100%. So, if I ask you, are you married?
No,
Have you ever think about to married with a Muslim girl?
I haven't. No.
How about, do you have any sister?
Yeah.
Any female family?
Yeah, 4.
So, do you mind if any of them get married with a Muslim guy?
No, as long as he's a good guy, I don't care. As long as he treats my sister right, that's all I care about.
That's a good point. That's a really nice point. So, last question will be, a lot of people through the media, they thought that Obama is Muslim because all the time he is showing on the media, telling about the Quran and saying how Muslim is great in this country. What do you think? Do you think he's really Muslim?
Doesn't matter. He's a good president. It doesn't matter what religion you have or what your nationality is. As long as somebody's a good person, why does their religion matter?
That's a good point, because a lot of people try to attack him because they was hating him through the way they say, hey, he's Muslim because he's supporting Muslim. That's my point. Do you think really he was a Muslim?
I don't think he was a Muslim, but if he was, why? I don't understand how that's a way to attack somebody because of their religion.
Doesn't
make any sense at all.
That's a good point. So thank you for answering my question. Yeah, we appreciate that. Have a good day.
We have a few question. Can you answer it, please? Look at the camera first. This is my first time actually, but I have a few question if you have a time.
What you doing? Question for what? What's the question?
Question for social experiment. Do you think the first question? Do you think Obama was a Muslim?
Do I think he was what?
Muslim.
Muslim?
Was he Muslim, cuz?
I don't think he was Muslim. I just think he was a brother. You know what I'm saying? That's all I think he was. I don't know nothing about that Muslim.
My second question. My second question. Thanks. My second question. Do you think Trump become a Muslims?
Tom what? Become Muslim?
Become a Muslim.
Tom
He can
who?
become a Sunni. He can become a Sunni, can't he?
Yeah, Sunni.
That's it.
Yeah, Sunni. Sunni.
Trump, he can become a Sunni.
Sunni. Gang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump become Muslim.
If you will,
Become Muslim. What?
White.
No, he don't
He
even
can't
like
become.
us.
He can't become. He white though, off rip, unless he's a Sunni.
Why can't a white person be Muslim?
Sunnis, they can be Sunni Muslim, but they can't be nothing else.
But it's still Muslim.
They can't be something else.
It's still Muslim though.
No, they ain't.
No, he cannot become Muslim.
yeah.
He cannot become Muslim.
Trump don't like
That
niggas.
sounds good.
Trump don't like niggas. What you mean? Trump like.
That's my question.
You lied. So what program is that?
Yeah, for I miss you. You know. Yep. My third question.
So what type of Muslim?
My third question. Can you answer it, please? If you have a child, if you will have a child, and your child will be a Muslim, what do you will do?
What would I do? I mean,
Read the book of Quran.
yeah, you gotta just. I mean, if my daughter want to be Muslim,
Yeah.
then I just have to. You feel me? I
Follow
have to
pursuit
accept
through
it.
what they choose. to
Yeah,
do.
if that's what they want to do, then you feel me? That's what they want to do. I ain't gonna go against it. That's how
It's
I
kind
feel.
of sounded like they, you know what I'm saying, trying to like contradict Muslims and like the Islamic religion
Yeah,
in these
yeah.
questions you asking. I don't know. My mom is Islamic, so I don't know what's going on with this. I'm lost. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your name?
Zach.
Okay, Zach. Do you think Trump become Muslim?
Do I think he will become Muslim?
Yeah.
I do not. I don't believe he'll become Muslim.
Why?
Well, I just don't see it happening.
Okay. You just don't see that this
Like
going
him
to happen.
becoming Muslim, like converting to Muslim?
Yeah.
I don't.
He's a president and he know about Muslim more than other people.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point.
And daily he's getting a lot of news about what's going on in the Middle East, what's going on in the United States, all of the updates. So he is more familiar about Islam more than other people. What is your point? Why you say he's not become Muslim?
Well, because it seems that Trump is not. He is not very. I'm trying to think of the word.
Maybe he's not more attractive to Muslims.
He is not like. I guess a very accepting person of different of anything different than himself. I guess which would be white, Christian, male.
Okay. Let's to go to the second question. Are you ready?
Yes.
If you have a daughter, are you married?
I am not married.
So okay, in case if you have married and you have a daughter, are you allowed your daughter to marry any Muslim?
Yeah.
How about your like family member in your family? Do you have any problem with them if they get married with Muslim? Or you will be chilling like cool about that?
I'll be chilling.
Okay, that's a good point. So let's to go to the third question, which was, do you think that Obama was Muslim or he is Muslim? Obama.
I do not.
Because a lot of people in the social media say he's supporting Muslim too much and all the time he's telling about Quran, a lot of people think like that.
No, I just believe that Obama tried to bring equal rights to all people, and that's why he emphasized talking on Muslims so much, because of it's in our news right now and everything. I think that the people who are going on and on about he's Muslim or
That makes sense. That's maybe I ask last question. What do you know about Islam?
not a whole ton, to be honest.
Have you ever have any friend give you some motivation to little bit research in 2017?
I have some Muslim friends. I mean, I know the book is the Quran.
That's good. That's a good point.
I know that.
You know?
I know a few things.
For myself, I'm Muslim. I'm born Muslim, but I study like Bible 2 years. Yeah, just to know about that. So last question will be: do you have any plan? Do you have any goal in 2017?
Do I have any goal?
Yeah.
I do. Just be healthy, make money.
That's good. That's good. Thank you so much for answering
You're
our
very
question.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. My name is Zirian. You can call me Z. That's okay. So, the first question is 2017 question. You can answer, okay? So, do you think Trump he is going to convert to Islam and he become a Muslim?
Do I think he's going to convert? Oh, no.
Why? What's the
Something that he said that he's going to do?
he never say that, but that's a question for you. So,
No.
what's the reason why?
He doesn't seem to... I don't know. I can't think of why. Why do you think?
He's not. He has been very close-minded about things, and I think that the Islamic religion within America is looked down upon a lot, which is really sad, and it's very misunderstood. And he's been very close-minded about having them even here, even the people who aren't radical terrorists that call it Islam. So there's just it's almost rhetorical. You just kind of know the answer, no.
Okay, so you guys think that his personality, he just hate Muslim and Islam, or peoples around him make things like that?
I think both, but I think he's just probably not very for people that aren't like himself, is what it seems like. He just doesn't seem very open-minded to different cultures and...
But he's president. Look at the way that he's president. He getting a lot of update. He more now about the world, what's going on in the world, more than me and you.
Yeah, it's sad that he's president, I guess, is what I would say to that. I think that... I don't know how he got elected, but it's very sad that he shouldn't be representing America, in my opinion.
Okay, let's to jump to the second question. You guys have any friend, Muslim?
Yes. One of my best friends is Muslim.
What do you learn about from her, him?
How open their culture is, how giving they are. I don't know if the whole culture, but his family, at least, is so giving, so inviting, so accepting of everyone. Which is and then they're not treated the same way. And I don't think that they're viewed that way always, because everyone doesn't have a close friend who's Muslim. But when you actually get to know them, they're the most giving, nice people that I've...
That makes sense. How about you?
I don't have, or I do, but I haven't talked to her in a really long time. But they're just people. It's just if I were to be Catholic or something like that, it's just a religion. I don't think it doesn't define who you are.
If I ask you a question, do you guys mind if one day some guys come in ask for marriage, he's a Muslim and asking marriage, say, hey, are you going to accept to be my wife?
Well, if they were someone that I was already in love with, and with them, of course. But if it was a random person, no. But if it was someone who I cared about and loved and wanted to marry, it wouldn't matter if they were.
How about you?
No, because I don't like boys.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just ask it. So let's jump for the other question. So what do you think about life? What is your goal? Why you are created? What is the big point about your creation?
I guess to be happy and help my species evolve and be the best that we can be.
Okay. How about you?
I would say happiness and love are what I've always after soul searching would come to say is probably the meaning of why we're here, if we don't want to just think of ourselves as specks in the middle of space.
So the main point that we are created to be happy as a human being. That's what it is?
No, I'd say not necessarily. I want I think that we all want to be happy, but I think that like when you talk about like the meaning of life, like for me, I look at the word life and I think like life, like the meaning of life is to live and like continue on with our species and continue like reproducing, becoming like evolving, getting better, doing like trying to figure things out a bit more, like how they can work the best that they can, in a sense.
Okay, that makes sense. Have you ever think that one day when you die, there's a next life and they will ask you about a lot of questions? Say, hey, we give you your health, your wealth, your age. What you did?
Do I think that will happen? I've thought about that idea, but I would never say I'm certain about that idea.
How about you?
I'd say the same. Like, I'm just not certain, but I do think that, like, I entertain it once in a while, for sure, definitely.
So what do you think about those people die? Where they are going to?
I don't know. I think that that's something that we all like we want an answer to as humans because it's something that we don't have the answer to. But I think that we can
Do you
fill the answer with something that we think could be the answer without knowing for a fact. So I think it's something that we just have to be uncertain about and be all right with that, even though that's like.
You think humanity don't have the answer for that?
I think that we'll probably never have the answer to that, and that makes everyone really unhappy and causes all these.
How about you?
Yeah, I think that I would definitely think that like that's where faith comes in. Like if you are religious in any sense, like just like the belief that there's something beyond, and like I think that there's something beyond, but I also like scientifically like we're just here as a species, but like and like we will die out eventually. But I think that like people have souls, and I think that they go on some way or another.
Okay, that makes sense. My last question will be: a lot of people say in the media that President Obama was Muslim. You guys think so?
I don't think so. He said he wasn't. Right? So
I don't really think it would matter because Islam and like what's called like radical Islam, which is just terrorism with like putting like Muslim, like calling people Muslim. I don't think it would matter if he was like, because Islam is mostly a peaceful religion and I wouldn't care. Like it wouldn't matter to me. And even like it doesn't matter like just like what his religion is. Like I think he's made some really good choices. I mean, hit and miss as always. There's always going to be blood on hands, but I don't think he's Muslim.
Okay, that makes sense. My last question, I'm sorry. I thought that's the last, but doesn't. So, I am Muslim. I born Muslim. 2 years I study in Bible. Like, I know about Christianity more than other people. I promise. You guys have any goal for 2017, like to try more now about the religion, specific about Islam, or what is your goal for 2017?
I mean, I think that people need to become more open-minded. I think they need to be more educated. I guess that's the biggest thing. People need to be more educated about what's actually going on and not just what the American media is teaching them, because the American media has certain sides and certain things that they want us to believe because of economics mostly when it comes down to it. And so I think that people need to actually educate themselves on not just what the media is saying, but what's actually going on in the world.
And your opinion?
I definitely agree that people are just so uneducated, and that's where they misconstrue a bunch of stuff in the media, and like they can say like people pinpoint President Obama and say he's a Muslim and make it a bad thing because people don't know anything, and we're mostly a Christian nation, so I think like people's goal should be like learn about more people, like learn about more cultures. My major, I'm political science, so like I talk about this stuff all the time, and just how misconstrued everything is. But that should definitely be a goal, is to understand and like become more educated, and I think it's the media's responsibility.
So we all agree the way that humanities need more knowledge. We have to do more research to understand about the differentiation, like religion, politics, everything. And the media is really not going to help today. Most of them just misguiding and really damage people think. So thank you guys. We appreciate that, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you for answering. Thank you.